You have worked with Huma Qureshi before also in Gangs of Wasseypur. Here you were reuniting with her again. So how was the experience of working
Great.
with her?
Oh, it was great. She's a very kind and very generous person. And we've known each other also for quite a long period of time, since Gangs of Wasseypur. I did a workshop with the entire cast for Gangs of Wasseypur for 10 days. Anurag Kashyap had asked me. And that's when I first met Huma. And she had just come from Delhi. And we always stayed in touch. So I'm very happy that we got to work together. We did another film together, Love Shabd Chicken Khurana, directed by a very dear friend, Samir Sharma. But we didn't have a scene in that together. So this time we had, we worked together and it was great actually. Very, very fortunate that I got to work with her.
And if I talk about Maharani 4, what was the most challenging aspect for you about your character or the overall series?
For me, the most challenging part was how to play authority, how to play a powerful position with the lot of grace and dignity. That was my most, because I'm in my personal life. I'm not a very, I'm not a not that kind of a person. I am a bit more relaxed, fun going, casual. मेरे को टाई भी बांधनी नहीं आती तो मैं लाइफ में मेरे लिए सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज वही था कि हाउ डू आई Puneet, who was directing the show, he would often tell me, sir, you sit, people will come to you. You don't have to go to people. But I would get up and go. So for me, that was the most challenging part to understand that, I have to hold my place and I can't be going everywhere. So I think that was the biggest challenge for me.
I was reading, that you used to do theater in the initial days. Like you started off with the theater and then you moved to film. So how would you just, summarize your journey? And when did the thought actually strike you that you want to be an actor?
Right in my childhood, actually, I used to watch movies on television, and I was fascinated by the whole, sitting there glued to television, crying with it and laughing with it, and fascinated by it. So it started in my childhood only that I want to act. And I went to NSD, and then I quit acting for a very long period of time, then came back to it because somehow I think it always stayed with me that I want to act. And Irfan was a very big influence on me in regards to me coming back to acting. I always chatted with him whenever we met. I wasn't acting at that time, but I was seeing his work. Then Makbul came and I saw it and I got very excited. And he said, cinema badal raha hai, you should come back. And that's when I decided to come back actually, because I
And
saw it. The power of cinema was in my mind. I had already connected with it as a child, so I just kind of went somewhere else and then came back.
and what are your upcoming projects, if you could tell?
Family Man 3 is also coming very soon. Uh, I did a film called Kis Kis Ko Pyar Karoon, a sequel with Kapil Sharma. There are a couple of other things that are in the post production right now, web series. Also, I have my own film that I want to make. It is something very, very different in the sense that I'm interested in something personally also, which is the whole philosophy of Advaitwad. And Advaitwad is a beautiful philosophy. It's non-dualism. It talks about, in essence, we are something else. In essence, we are not what we introduce ourselves or say, I'm Vipin Sharma, I'm an actor, but that's not who I am. In essence, there's something else about all of us. So I'm seeing that identifying ourselves with something through an actor's point of view, who's not an actor actually. So it's a very interesting premise for this feature film that I've written. For myself, I want to play this actor. So very excited about that. Fingers crossed, hopefully I'll get to make it next year.